yesterday's lesson, we learned when to walk away from the table, which is before you get infuriated, before you miss every shot on the board, and before it just aggravates the living hell out of you. Walk away before then. In today's, we're gonna hit the balls around here for a little bit, figure out the speed. Then we're gonna start running some drills, dial in my speed a little bit better, figure out my stroke a little bit better, because it is clearly not doing what I want it to. So we're gonna mess with it a bit, and then we're gonna go from there. Let's see if that doesn't help improve, slow me down a bit, a lot of bit, and then after we slow down a lot of bit, slowly draw it up, bring it back up to speed. I did get a new glove. See how that works. Got my tip reshaped. They didn't have a 9-ball rack. Sorry. If they would have had a 9-ball rack, I would have bought one. They had a paper one, but I don't like those at all. Just because shooting over a piece of paper, I mean, that dot's bad enough, but you shoot over a piece of paper, it'll throw off the trajectory of everything, which is not what you want. It's just one more thing to aggravate me, and I'm not in the mood for it. So they didn't have an actual rack, so we'll be using the standard 8-ball rack like we got to do on League anyways, because they don't have 9-ball racks for League. They just use the 8-ball racks and rack up 9 balls. So other than that, a little bit of a stream today. I did pick up a new bridge. I did get a bridge attachment. Just one of these, which is nice. Let's take that and just put it on the end of a stick. Any stick will do. Bada boom. You got a bridge. So that definitely is useful when you get into those longer shots that you can't quite reach. And also it's not taking up, an entire stick slot in my bag. So that's good. They didn't have a scuffer. They didn't have any scuffers that I like, which was kind of aggravating. But so far I gotta say that the glove makes all the difference with how the shaft slides, which is important. I think that'll bring a little bit of consistency. I was getting it like a sticky feeling. And yeah, you can go through and clean your stick and blah blah. But I think overall around, I think it'll help with basically everything. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of people use them. A lot of people on League use them. I haven't really tried one prior to now. So I picked up a Predator glove, so it's whatever. We'll see if it helps the feel. See if I can get used to it. It's kind of a weird feel. You can tell that it does allow the shaft of pretty much every stick to slide a lot smoother. You got a lot less friction. Yeah, that's perfect. That was perfect. A lot less friction. Now there's a cluster for you. It looks like about a break that I would see normally. Nothing moves and a bunch of junk laying about. So we'll just hit some balls and see how we feel. And like I said, we're going to be working on the stroke today. So we're going to not be focusing on making the balls as much as, making sure that the stroke is correct. See if we can't find some kind of speed. couldn't see it. Like I said, we'll just beat them around a little bit. Kind of get a feel for what I'm dealing with. Passed it. It did not. Nope. I don't think that can be any further in the pocket without it dropping. Literally. How the ball hit the back of the pocket and this one dropped. Alright, so we've got a little bit of warm up in. Basically, we're going to work on a little bit of draw shots and stop shots and follow shots, and we're just going to kind of see where my speed's at with everything. So if I open this up, so there's your training ball, which is basically just a reference of what I'm doing here. That's where you normally want to be for a draw shot. For a stop shot, you're going to be up a bit more, up in about this area here. And then for a follow shot, you're going to be just a little high of center. About, whoops, you don't want to be over to the right. You want to be about center on there. So about there would be a little bit of a follow. That's normally pretty good for a follow, but if you come up to this first ring here, that's a good spot for a solid follow shot. Just a little bit of drift. You really want it to follow. You're going to be up here. I don't like getting much above the 2 mark. You get much above the 2 mark, and all of a sudden you got a chance of miscue depending on how your tip is shaped. But for a basic stop shot, you want to be just a little bit below center, about there, you know, and even that is a little high. That'll cause a little bit of drift. It'll follow a little bit even with that. So about 1 ring down, you know, the center of your tip. So we're gonna start with that a little bit. And we'll see how many of these balls I can get to basically swap places, you know. I'll do it for a while, and like I said, we're just not really worried about making the balls. We're worried about how my stroke feels, speed, whether or not I'm able to actually make it do its thing. So we'll just set it up like so. Nice and easy. For now, get a little bit of chalk. Chalk is important. Now all I want to do is I just want to take this ball here and stop it right where the 4 is. Like that. Just get it to stop. Swap spots with the ball that's there. You know, it's an important skill to have. Something that gets overlooked. You definitely make sure your bridge hand is where you want it. Nice and comfortable. You see how there was a drift there? That wasn't exactly low enough. Way too much drift. Too solid on my grip. Your grip will play a huge difference in how the contact affects the cue ball and the object ball. So if you're gripping your stick too tight, you'll notice that. I'm hitting it a little bit bottom left, or bottom right rather, and it's drifting off. So I'm not hitting it dead center. Still drifting a bit, so it's a little off to the right, which is normal for me. I tend to use more right English than I do left. You want to keep your stick level with the table as best you can. That was too high. You see how it followed it up? That was a little bit more towards the center of the ball, not the bottom of the ball. Better. Got a little bit of left on there. You can see how the cue ball spun like that. That normally indicates that you still got a little bit of spin on it. That's all right. Just practice, just warm up, just getting the feel. Okay, that's too much top, too much in the center rather. Not low enough on the cue ball. Some spin on that. Drifted, not low enough. That was too far bottom, so you draw back. Better, but it still had that side spin to it, so I did put a little bit of side English on it. We got about the right speed here, so it was too much in the center, followed. All kinds of poke on that. It wasn't a stroke. It was more of a poke. Do it one more time. See if we can't get this a little bit better. Medium distance. You know, I'm not trying to do this down table just yet. You know, just a short distance, a couple of feet. You know, and as your distance between the cue ball and the object ball increases, the more speed you got to use. So I like using just a little bit, just where it needs to be. You know, just nice short shots, small table. You know, it's a normal size. Well, an optimal size distance. It drifted a bit. Set them up. That one got a bit of drift on that one. bit of draw on that, a little low. Speed was probably a little much. Too much in the center. That's a bit cramped. Lots of spin on it. A lot of English there. That's better. Bit better. Spin on it that time. Stopped it right where I needed it, but that spin means it wasn't exactly where it needed to be when I hit it. It's alright. Too much in the center. Go forward. Speed on that, rolled forward. Way too much. That's what you want, right there. That's what you want. That's a perfect stop shot right there. Too much in the center. Followed it up. Not low enough. Cue ball. There we go. That's better. That's a good way of doing it, I guess. Do that for a while. So that's one of them that you should probably be practicing if you're thinking about it. The next one would be a little bit different, which is going to get to be in a lot of leg work here. So the next one that we want to do is a little bit of a follow shot. So we're going to want to be hitting up here. Somewhere in there, somewhere between the 1 and the 2 of the training ball. If you don't have a training ball, I'd suggest you get one. They are very nice to use. They help. I just use the red dot. I do have a training ball over on the shelf, but the nice thing about the training balls is I'll actually use that for a shot or two. It's a training ball. You can set it up. Okay, so it's set up. You put chalk in your pool stick. line up your shot where you want to hit at. Now, it's not going to be easy to see. See if I can kick on some of the lights. Now you can kind of see on there. There is a mark right here. A little bit of top left. Where's the camera at? There's the camera. So there is a mark on there where the chalk is. So that'll give you a real good idea as to where you actually hit in comparison to where you thought you hit. You know, so set that up again. Grab another ball. The object here is to make both the object ball and the cue ball at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but make the object ball and have the cue ball follow it into the same pocket. I can shut that light off, it's throwing me off a bit. So, you line it up. I'm throwing just a little bit of left on there. Where's it at? Just a touch of left on it. And it's making contact with the ball. So it's got the left spin when it makes the contact. So it's spinning this way. So it's going this way. When it makes contact, it actually changes direction. And that's why it keeps pulling off this rail right here, instead of following it in. So I'm not exactly perfect. I'm not exactly dead center where I need to be. That's what you want. Just like that. That's a good follow shot. And you come into a lot of situations where you need that. You need that follow shot. You need to be able to make contact with your ball and continue down the rail. You know, be it on a long rail. You definitely don't want to be doing that during a match. You don't want to be, you know, following it in during a match. But the ability to follow your object ball after making contact is a very useful skill, and it's definitely something you need to be able to do. You definitely need to be able to do that no matter what. You know, and it's one of those things where you got to have a feel for it, and your speed plays a big factor in that, and how hard and how fast your stroke is. So, like I said, I got to dial in my stroke, and yesterday I was going to, and just got infuriated that I couldn't make a ball, and it was like, man, come on, I just want to make a ball. But it's not always about making the ball as much as it is about your technique, your form, and that's what determines whether or not you're going to make a ball. You know, if you got bad form, you've got bad technique, you're going to make a lot less balls than if you've got a consistent technique, and technique has to be, you know, proper. That's just because I did not hit that in the right spot on the cue ball. See that it was a little off to the left again. Granted, you probably can't see it, but I can see it. And after a while, you just kind of kind of know what you've done wrong. You can tell, like that. You can tell what you've done wrong. You see what you do. You see the outcome. You see the results. You see everything that transpired, and you just know. That's how you know that, a lot of my shots when I'm like, nope, missed it. It's because I know before I even made contact with the cue ball that this was not good technique. This was not good form. It was not proper, and consistent. So you want consistency in your game. This is the slow, dull, boring pace to get there. But back to the basics. After a day like yesterday, that's when you realize, okay, something's off. Something is off by a lot. And the only thing that you can do is just take it back to the basics. Just break it down. Take it back to the start. Start over. You really got to pay attention to your follow through on these. If you don't have a good follow through, you're going to end up poking the ball. Poking the ball never results in the outcome, or a consistent outcome, I should say, that you're expecting. So you definitely want to stroke through it. When I hit the ball, I've got quite a long bridge here because I'm playing over a pocket. But see, the follow through is after I make contact with the ball here, my cue's stopping out here. So there's definitely the follow through. You want to make sure that you have that. You don't want to poke at it and be set up like this, and then just your cue stops right here. That's a poke, and that's not good for your stroke. Off by a bit. But so far, my follow shot is pretty on, which is good. Alright, so the next one, seeing as that's on pretty good, is the draw shot. Now the draw shot takes a little bit of a stroke, a lot of speed control. You don't want to hit it too hard. You don't want to poke it, but you definitely want to stroke it. And with this, it's a little bit different. Instead of hitting top on the ball, we're going to hit quite low on the ball. I'm going to be down here, somewhere in this area. So we're going to be in about that area. I don't like getting down too low on it. You get too low on it and you start jumping it and shoveling it, as most would call it. And that's not any fun, because you get underneath it and you're just so that's what the objective is here. So you make both balls, one in this pocket, and the cue ball, after making contact, zings back and goes in this pocket. That's a good draw shot. So, and there's other ways you can do it. You can do it with the corner pockets, and you can do it all the way down across table. That's actually one of the pro training things that they do. They call it the perfect X. And you basically set a ball on the 1-on-1 dot here, the 1-on-1 dot here, the 1-on-1 spot here, the 1-on-1 spot here, and then you shoot from this one to this one, stopping, following, and drawing all the way back from here down to this ball, back into that corner. Not easy, and the bigger the table, the more difficult it becomes. And they're doing it on a 9-foot table. This is just a 6-foot table, and it's, see, that's what happens when you poke it. You don't get any action. You don't get anything. So that's not what you want. You want to definitely follow through. You know, obviously be careful not to shove your cue into the felt and rip the felt, but if you're that far low on it, you're too low. But this should just be a nice shot like that, where it's, you know, medium speed. Shouldn't take too much, but that one should need a little bit more. My medium is not quite good enough today, so do it again. And it's actually more of a firm than a medium. This is one of those, this is why it's easier to follow than it is to draw. It's easier to follow along the natural rails that you pull after making contact than it is to try to control a draw. Draw is going to be different on every table, depending on table speed, depending on your stroke, depending on everything. There's so many factors to get a draw to work perfectly. So it's a lot of times it's easier to play shape just by following versus drawing. Drawing is a lot more of a challenge than trying to get it to go exactly where you want it to and control exactly where you want it to end up. It's very difficult. There's one, finally. Nope, robbed. Once again, you're keeping your pull cue as level as you can. Stun backwards off of it. Not enough bottom. That zing, but you see how after it made contact, it kind of hooked. Made contact and it kind of hooked before it came backwards. So that wasn't exactly dead center bottom. That was, I don't even know where I hit it on that one. Off by a little bit to the right, looks like. That's what that one looks like. There's one. There we go. There's one. Let me give me some audio files of, you know, people going wild and cheering. I made one. I finally did something I tried to do. It's kind of nice. It's a good feeling. And you want to be able to replicate that over and over and over again, you know. Not just once in a great while, you want to be able to do it every time. It's a good draw, but it didn't drop in the pocket. I don't know if that's because I'm off by a touch or... Nope, I hit it in the wrong spot. I seen the little blue mark on there. a little bit off. You definitely want to keep a loose grip on your stick. You don't want to grip it too tight. And you want to follow through, not poke it like that. I don't know if you noticed that poke, but that was definitely a poke. I noticed it as soon as I hit it. There we go. Oh, that one was off. Definitely getting the draw, just not getting it where I want it. I want this ball to be here, which is a lot of alignment as well. You want to be perfectly lined up with it. Otherwise, you're going to be putting the bottom on it and wondering why it's going way over. But that's because, where was that? Is that this side? Where's the other side? No, it was low, but it was a little to the left. That one was a poke. And you can do this, like I said, you can do it like, set up a ball, one on one here, one on one here. One there, one on one there. One there, one there, something like that. Actually, I think it's more like 2 and 1, but hey. More like that. Sit here and mess with it until you're pretty straight in on it. That didn't stop. There's a follow that came off to the right because I didn't hit it center. You can do that for a while, but I'm not going to bore you with me not being able to make long shots. Another practice that which is also, more fun here. This one you're going to want to use, you don't want to use inside English, well, outside English rather. Generally when a ball is on a rail like this, if you use left, so we'll say I use a little bit of bottom left, So I think I'm going to make this ball with a little bit of bottom left. And it throws it way off. So that's what happens when you use left on a right hand rail. So when you're on a right hand rail, you want to use whatever side the ball is sitting on. Try over in this area instead. About the same shot. Throws it right in. Now that's because the ball transfer. And now if you're right up on it like this, you can use just straight. And it'll go. But generally, if you're on the right rail, you use right English. If you're on the left rail, you use left English if you're above it. So if you're on this side of it, you would use top English. You could use top right. So if I was to use top right on this instead of bottom right, so we're up here now. You see how it pulls that back rail and then works its way back. And the same can be done on the left hand side. You know, if you need to get shapes on whatever, say you got another ball over here. Here, let's swap these two. You got the 6 there, say the 8's over here. You know, waiting to go, you know, in the side, right? You put top left on it, on this side. And it's going to draw down here, then you're going to have a shape on that. Obviously I didn't make it, but also not an easy shot. A lot of people kind of take that one for granted. It's not an easy shot. It's not. You're walking the rail. If you hit it with any kind of speed, you're liable to throw the object ball, and then the object ball doesn't go, and you're sitting there rattling pockets like I do quite a bit. But these are all things that go through my mind before I even step up to the table. It's just, what am I going to do? You know, I need to make the 6, and then I need to make shape on the 8. So I'll put a little bit of bottom left on it, draw me back, and then I'll be in, well, that was a lot of speed. A lot harder than what it needed to be. A lot harder than what it needed to be. So we'll slow that down a bit. And that was way too slow. Left me in the middle of the table. A little bit less left, a little bit more bottom. Now I'm almost straight in on the 8, which is good. You know, if you're playing 8 ball, it's a great thing. If you really want to practice on this, you set one on either diamond. They call it the yo-yo. And basically what you do is you make this ball, you draw back, you're not allowed to hit the back rail. You make your ball, draw back over to this side of the table, so you got an angle on this, on the right rail, pot it. Once again, when you make that, you draw back, so you're on this side of the center of the table, so you're over here, you have an angle, and you just keep going and going and going. They call that the yo-yo drill. I'm no good at it. It takes a lot of finesse on a small table. On a 9-foot, I'm certain it would be a little bit different gameplay. But on this table, that's about the best I can do, which is not where you want to be. You want to be about up here, above the side pockets. You want to be up in this area here. You know, you want to normally try to keep your cue ball between the first diamond and the side pocket. You know, to be able to really keep your angles right so you can keep going. Not an easy drill. especially considering when you put left on it, 9 out of 10 times you will throw the cue ball into a side pocket, into a corner pocket. You will miss. Well, you'll make your ball, then you'll miss your leave. I can't manage to hit that. Thank you. So that's a fun drill if you really want to irritate yourself and try to practice your side-to-side English. I don't know. Yeah, that wouldn't count because I hit the back rail. Not that it matters. Today is just hitting balls, getting a feel for it, kind of seeing how everything rolls, feeling how my arm is. Woke up this morning, it was snowing. That was fun. Now it's almost 40 degrees outside, so I don't think that snow is going to stick around very long. Okay, what else can we do? Now there's another draw drill. Another draw drill that's fun. Basically how this works is you put your ball out here, line you up a bit better. There we go. And the objective is to get past this diamond here. Didn't get any draw on that. Start somewhere in the middle of the table here. Object is to hit the 12 ball, draw back just enough to get to this diamond. That's a bit much. And then wherever you make that, alright, that's where that one was. Now the objective is to make another draw shot, but come at least a half a ball past where the last one stopped, and walk them all the way down the rail. You know, really just dial in your speed of how much it takes to get, you know, a little bit farther than this, a little bit farther than that, a little bit, you know. So it's another good draw. I got this up like I'm following. I'm not following, I'm drawing. This is straight draw. Straight draw on this. You just want to hit it slightly more than the last one. And that was way too much. Where does this thing stop at? Good grief, I'm all the way down here. So yeah, I've got a little bit of a distance between my speed for where I just shot just now, this is just now, and the previous shot. So you can tell it is very difficult to control your speed with a draw shot. Versus a follow, instead of doing that, I could take top and pull this rail and then come back out. It's a lot easier to control that speed. That's alright. We're just clowning today. Ooh, bit much. Bit much. That's a whole lot. We're all the way back on the back rail. Just about. All the way back to here. So yeah, my increments are not exactly pro level. Pros are, you know, right here, you know, right here. maybe another one over here. A couple more, you know. So, but practice. You know, and then when you want to start over, you just start over. You know. Nothing carved in stone that says you have to keep doing something. You can change it up whenever you want. It's a bit much. Way back here. Another one here. You know, this is a fun shot to practice too. You know, just because you got that hanger right next to the pocket. You know, and you wanna come back. You know, last game winning shot. You know, you want to draw it back and, you know, show off to people or whatnot. So that's a fun one. You know. You know, versus just hitting it in. Another good one there is the stop shot, but you don't want to put a stop shot on it because you can do that right there and follow it right into the pocket, and then next thing you lose. So you don't want to do that. So it's a good one for definitely a good one for those clip hangers that are right there. You don't want to screw up on the last shot of the game, that's for sure. There's nothing worse than scratching on the last shot. That's just heartbreaking. Back just a bit. Not bad. Not bad. Center of the table. It's always a good spot to be whenever you're shooting. Keeping the cue ball in the center of the table is a good spot to be, no matter what. You can basically hit everything when you're in the middle of the table. It's kind of hard to hit things when you're in a pocket or up against a rail. Up there. It's alright though. Bring that all the way back down the table. Park it on a rail. Dangerous though. Be careful about that. Gotta be careful about those scratches. Controlling the reverse English is not always easy. Of course, nothing about this game is easy. Nothing about this sport is easy. All your cue sports, this, you know, just bar boxes, 9-footers, snooker. I was watching snooker this morning, and wow. Just, you know, you're talking a pocket that barely fits a ball. I can fit 2 balls in these pockets, you know, so they ain't that tight. They ain't that tight. If you can fit 2 full balls in the pocket, you know, they could probably both go at the same time, eh? Just about. So you're talking snooker players are just a little bit wider than the ball itself. So it's, you want to talk about a cue sport that's difficult to play. Plus the table being 12 foot long, 6 foot wide. You know, that's not helping anything. That one. So if I use a little bit of bottom right, you know, same. You want to put draw on it, bottom right. Bring it off a rail, another rail, bring it back out, you know. So where you hit the cue ball is super important as to what you want to be doing with it, where you want it to end up, and everything else. You know, like I said, I ain't no pro. So that was just below the mark. It's a good spot to start, just below the mark. Maybe someday. In another lifetime. Way too much. I got all of that one. Got all of that one. What's up here? They didn't have any table brushes either, which kind of upset me. And I don't want to use the old table brush. That's better. I don't want to use the old table brush because it's got green all embedded in the bristles. So, and this cloth is already getting chalk on it. That's for sure. But it just means that it's being used, which means money well spent. I cut that on the, get that one on the right side of the ball, on the right side of the object ball. Got that one on the left side of the ball, and it grabbed, but you see how it threw over to this side of the table. It made contact on the left side of the object ball, not dead on. And that's what happens when you get too low on it. You don't want to do that. That one on the left left side of the ball again. Didn't get that one right at all. Here we go, that's better. Right side, eh? Close, dangerous. Dangerous. There we go. Throw it all the way back. See if we can't scratch with it. Scratch back in this corner. I don't know if I can put that much speed on it. Hard to do. Hard to do. Enough speed for it, but not the right angle. There we go. That'll do it. Oh, not quite enough. It's a lot for the speed on that. Yeah, you can already see that the table's already got plenty of blue chalk on it. Definitely gonna need to be swept. Oh, what else can we do? What else can we do? Let me use some other fun things. See if my speed's there today or not. It's probably not, but hey, you know, whatever. The dot might be off, and the line might be off, one or the other. The object of this one is, I call this the L shape. It works a lot better on a 9-foot than it does on a small box like this one. But basically you make each ball, setting yourself up in the next ball in line, so make this ball, make the 13, draw back off the rail, leave yourself for the 3, draw back off 2 rails, leave yourself for the 12, so on and so forth all the way around the rack, or all the way around the L. It's not an easy drill on a 9-foot table. It's even harder on a 6-foot because, geez, oh, you got no speed. Just don't even touch the ball. I'm already out of it right there. And that leaves you hooked, so you're out of it there. You want to be above the ball. You want to be on this side of the ball, not down. You want to be above the line from the ball to the pocket. You want to be above that, so then you're able to pull another rail or two. So you're realistically up here in this area for the 7. A little bit of top left, not enough. So the back up again. Come up here, even bottom left on this one. Didn't take any of the English I put on it. Hit the rail and died. Just a little bit of draw here. And miss, because that's what you do. More fun that way. And way too much on that. That's better. Way too much on that. Come back. Nope. It's going to stop right on it. It's not what you want. So that's another drill that the pros run. Doesn't really work on this table. It's too small. Not enough table space to be able to actually pull rails and actually move the cue ball where you need it. Which is unfortunate, because that's a fun one. It really is. On a 9-foot table, it's a lot of fun running that one out when you got another 2 feet of table to work with. But yeah, just some basic drills and just actual practice. I don't know. It's all practice if you ask me. Every time you step up to the table is practice. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Every time you step up to the table, you act like it's a make it or break it kind of game, and just give it your best. And sometimes your best ain't good enough, and for me, that's not really acceptable. It bothers me a lot when I'm not able to do something. But yeah, it's one of those things. So maybe figure out the speed and just a little bit softer, a little bit more finesse. Never really been the finesse type, but that left me really long for that. That's a fail. You're not allowed to hit the other balls as well. So that's a fail. But on a small table like this, not easy. Oh, especially when you don't get any spin off of it. But that'll definitely make you work on your stroke for sure. And my stroke is really about that short today, which most times you want to be a little softer than you are hard, but you also want to be not like that. You want to be exact. You want to be where you want to be, not soft or hard. You want to be spot on. Not easy to do. Way too much. But if you're ever on a 9-foot table, it's a really good exercise. Clunk. Don't do that. Two rails. So yeah, that's a few of the pro drills that they run. Another one that's kind of fun. What we kind of do on this table, kind of. They call it the center line drill. And basically, you line up as many balls as you can fit across here. Put the cue ball out here somewhere. You actually use the object balls as the cue ball. And what you want to do is you want to stay between these two diamonds with your object ball. So between here. But you use each ball in the row as the cue ball. So from where they're sitting, which is kind of tricky. You know, really need speed control. You just take your ball and just pick one and just leave it in between there. And take the next one that you got. Now this one I wanted to push up just a touch, so I'll hit it in the center. It'll roll up a little bit, get me out there a ways. It'll give me a little bit better of an angle on things, so I can stop this one. Take out the outside edges first is the trick. Get these outside edges, these wing balls, out of the game as quick as possible. Missed. Set it up, do it again. Then you start over. So you want to talk about a fun game that's testing on your skills of shot making and your cue control and thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. I'm just practicing and doing some warm-ups and some practice today. How you doing? How's your day going? I don't suppose you watched any of the snooker tournament today? Push it out a little ways, give me an angle on the 13. I just make that one go out a little bit further for the 9. It'll give me a little bit of, yeah, I don't really like it. We'll take the 2 instead. A little bit of stun. Stop it a little bit, bring it over to the right a touch for the 9. Brought it over for the 2 from the 9. Forgot rule number 1, which is make the ball dummy. That's alright. Set it up. Keep going. Hey, you know, lurks are appreciated. You know, no pressure. Appreciate the follow. Sorry, it's not the most entertaining content. Yeah, well, it can get to be an entertaining, I suppose. Yeah, I'll tell you, that just landed right back on the line. That was perfect speed. So, yeah, just kind of talking my way through what I do and some practice, and I got a 9-ball tournament coming up for league. So I just kind of get on a table as much as I can and kind of commentate. Had a few people that have followed now that you know, they're enthusiasts. You know, I can't say that they're players or not. I don't know, but they like shooting pool. They like watching pool. I always enjoyed watching pool on TV. You know, especially when I was younger. You know, they'd show it on like Sundays or whatnot. It was a good time. It was always entertaining. Always entertaining to see what people were capable of, and the pros, man, I tell you, they just whole nother level. This is not going to make it easy here. Take the 15, take the 5 and lead me over this way, I think. Just a little bit. There we go. That would give me an angle for the 8. Which then should give me a little bit of an angle for the 15. You gotta put your first down and hit it right. Oof. I mean, it had the right speed. It had the right speed for sure. And then to finish it out, you know, reset them all back up, do it again, blah blah. Not me. That one is a grueling drill. Fun. A lot of fun. Actually, I'll probably set it up and do it again because that was actually pretty fun. But definitely keep your cue speed and your ball control and cue control and everything. It's definitely one of those things that will make you a better player. You know. More consistency, better results. My biggest problem that I've always had my entire life is consistency. I don't have consistency. My consistency is, you know, too soft on this hit, too hard on that hit. No consistency. We'll set up a few there. See if we can't do it again. It's a fun drill. It's a fun little practice drill, you know. And you got to work on, like we were talking about earlier, your stop shots. You know, at different distances. You know, diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds. You know, and being able to understand that, you know, just a little bit above center, you can push your object ball out and get you a real good spot there. Not easy. And a little bit of draw, you know, a little bit of draw bottom left. Draw you back over into the center of the table. Granted, my shot making is now gone through the window because I'm talking while I'm shooting. take 11. No, we won't. Now we'll take 11, right? Alright, that came too far out of the zone. It came past that line there, so throw another one out there. Let's put it out a little further this time, eh? Start a little further out. Start a little further out. Maybe I can. I don't like that being right on the rail like that. I'll move it off there a little bit. I'll cheat a little bit. My game, I can make the rules and change the rules however I see fit. That's the other fun part about it. You know, you don't have to be, nothing's carved in stone. You can change whatever. You know, you don't like how something's sitting, change it. Make yourself more comfortable with it. You know, like I said before, nobody here is a professional. And if you are a professional watching my stream, drop me a follow and give me some pointers, because I'd love it. You might actually make my game a bit better. And also, you know, introduce yourself, let chat know who you are, and what it is you do. 8-ball, 9-ball, snooker, trick shots. Always interested to see those people that have those abilities, and especially the trick shots. The trick shots are just phenomenal. I couldn't imagine how many hours at a table you'd have to spend just to develop one trick shot, you know, let alone multiple. You know, Massey, he wrote an entire book on trick shots, which is just phenomenal. Probably more than one, but I've only seen the one that he's written, but I am nowhere near that caliber to be able to pull off any of those, so I left it on the shelf. You can find that at Barnes & Noble. It is still there on the shelf, I promise. Hey, tried cheating it. Tried cheating that pocket. It just wasn't taking it. That's alright though. We'll put them both in the hole. What does it matter? Don't matter. A few more balls left. Use those up. Say you're not going to let me cheat that one too? Come on now. Don't be that mean to me. Don't be that mean to me today. Now it's tough. Now it's tough. A severe angle on the 4 and a dangerous angle on the 1. Try the 4. 5's pretty close to the bottom end there, middle, so we got a little bit that we can roll it a little bit. Just barely, went outside. Went outside that diamond. That's alright. That's a fun little warm-up, fun little practice game. You know? Definitely works on your shot making and your ability to keep the cue ball within, you know, a specific distance even after making contact with the ball. Definitely make you understand, you know, your natural angles, you know, when you take a ball off and when you hit a ball and where the cue ball is going to deflect to. So these are things that you want to pay attention to and kind of get the feel for and know what's going on with it. probably bust up a few now that I've made quite a bit and warmed up a little bit and did a little bit of practice. Let's see if we can apply some of it, eh? Okay, so we got high speed down pretty good. There's high speed. High speed is more than there. So let's see if we can't read this table and run it out. So we'll put the 3 in the corner first. Use a little bit of left, a little bit of top left. Pull off the rail. That'll leave us options. There we go. Got options. We got the 12 and the 1 that are pretty close and tied up. 15 and 2 are tied up. 14 will go all the way down or in the side. And the side looks more like the home and that it wants. We'll take the 1. No, we won't. We'll miss it entirely. It's fine. That's fine. It's alright. Take the 11. Change our direction here a little bit. See what else we got to look at. We take 12. A little bit of a cut, but it'll go. A little bit of top. A little bit of top, push off that rail and get me out over here somewhere. Whoa, hey, where you going? I said over here, not over here. Must have wanted that 14 in the side next, that's what it was. My brain getting ahead of my body. Said, hey, that 14 will go straight in. Right here. That's a good spot for it. Let's do that now. Leave yourself straight in on the 6. A little bit of draw. Not a whole lot. We don't need to yo-yo back into the side pocket here. Just a little bit. There we go. Just get up there. Now we can take the 1. A bit of top. That'll push us back down into the cluster again, and then we'll have options. Or it'll die right off the rail, which is fine. That's fine. We got options still. We still got options. Lots of options. We got the 13. We have the 13. Okay, we don't have a lot of options, but we have the 13. And if we don't hook ourselves, we'll have more options again. So the 4 is a tight cut, but it'll go. A bit of stun on it. Just draw it over a bit with the stun. 9 inside. A little bit of stop on it. That way we can have the 10 in the opposite side. There we go. Now we've got decisions to make. The 15 is still tied up. No real way of breaking it out. No real way of getting past it. So we bring the 10 back to the rail, either by pushing forward and coming back to the rail, or by putting draw on it, bring it back to the rail. And we take the 5 in the corner with a whole lot of draw and hope and pray. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some poking and hoping. Poking and hoping, it's fun, right? We like that. It's a good time. Over the other side of the table. Alright, well, that gives us an option. Now we got the 15 cross side. Oh, off by a 1/4 inch. Man, that's painful. That is painful. Put a whole lot of top on it and push it back down table for us, eh? Tied off the rail again. Alright, 8 into the 2. A little bit of speed here. Oh, almost had the twofer. Cross side on the 8. There we go. It's one rack of some 8-ball ran out, and a little bit of applying what we've already done today. See what we can do with some 9-ball, eh? That's not 9-ball. That's 9-ball. These, few of those. A couple of this, a couple of that. Those out of the way. Let's see how much of what we've learned today we can apply without, you know, being an idiot. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What's going on, Matt? Yeah, we're just stinking around. Genghis 420, blaze it. We're just running through the basics, kind of getting back to the basics, because yesterday pushed me well past my my breaking point, which kind of infuriated me. So we just started off with some of the basics so far. A couple of basic drills, you know, some stun shot drills, some follow drills, some draw drills, a little bit of cue control drills. So yeah, now we're gonna see whether or not that improved how I'm gonna run this rack. For some, they might question, what rack? I got the hard shot down. I got that one down pretty good. It's the finesse that I need to work on. And nice soft shots, you know. Those are the ones that are the hardest. You know, the nice soft shots that you just barely touch it. And it just screams down the table at 90 miles an hour. You know, just a little bit of that finesse. And I'm not very good with finesse. I'm not. I hit everything with a sledgehammer. If there's no earth-shattering kaboom, I'm not happy. You know, it's just one of those subconscious things in my brain. Obviously, I'm more happy when they go in. And they do. I'll tell you what, Genghis, the minimum roll shots are very, very difficult. Very difficult. You know, anybody can walk up to the table and hit it 90 miles an hour, you know, and you know, 50% of the time it'll go in. But to be able to step up to the table and just one of those without it hanging, oh man, that can't be any further in the pocket without it falling in. That's got to be past the halfway point. Oh, it's real close. It's real close. But these ones are always fun, you know. Got a 9 ball in the way, so I can't kick at it. I got the 7 pretty much in the way, so whereas I can't. Oh, I can see it. All right, that's good. If I can see it, I can make it. But it's a matter of seeing it. Sometimes I gotta close one eye. Other times I gotta close both. Not an easy shot here, all the way down the rail. This one's been bothering me this week. And continues to. Let me try that draw drill that we were working on earlier. Let's see how far back down the table I can draw it from here. Hopefully about to where it's sitting right now for the 9 in the corner. Nope. Not at all. Got some side spin on it. Never fun. Makes it difficult. That's alright though. Back up here with it. Work on the banks. I haven't worked on the banks today. And it shows. And it shows. No doubt about that. We'll try it again. Same pocket. Just because. Oh man, still off. 50-yard field goal here, buddy. 50-yard punt. Opposite corner now. Okay, so my long banks are off by a bit today. Just a bit. I wonder if my short banks are off too. Right back over here. No, those are spot on. So just my long rails are off today. Should probably run some drills for long banks. Seeing as I know that they're off. So yeah, what you been doing, Matt? You been doing anything good? Anything fun? Playing some golf? Relaxing? What you been doing today? Anything fun? Hey, I hit that one. Head on. Work. Yeah, work today got kind of funky, so we're gonna get some table time today, and then wow. All right, fine. It'll be like that to me. So be it. I'll go over here then. That's what I thought. That's alright. Go ahead and lurk, man. I appreciate it. Nope. Alright, so there's something wrong with my eyesight there. I need to close both eyes on that angle. I'll close both eyes. Alright, so 2 rails. That ain't what we're going for. We're going for 1. Jeez, I picked the wrong side of the ball entirely. That's not good. Oh no, that's all good, man. Don't let me pull you away from that. I appreciate the lurk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Much better. Nope. Too thin of an angle. Jeez, okay, yeah, that angle is killing me today. Thank you. Thank you for getting past it that time. Didn't go where I wanted it to, but at least it got past the cue ball and it wasn't double kissing again. We'll come over on this side out. It's a good idea. Why don't we use the one ball instead? Nope. Nope. Good spot for it. Get it off the table and tie up. You're welcome. It's the best bank shot I've ever seen. Nope. Yeah, that one's not happy today. That one's not either. Absolutely amazing how off my angles are today. The long angles at least. Short angles are still on. Alright, you're in the way. Not enough clearance. That might be what's throwing me is my eyesight. Peripherals. Seeing the balls on the side of the rail and trying not to hit them, and I'm almost aiming right at them. Let's not do that. Just off by about an inch or two. by about 6. Jeez, it beats. Of course, probably help if it wasn't right up on the rail. But that's a bank you got to be able to make too, I suppose. Excuse me. Man, it's almost like I'm aiming to double kiss the cue ball. Almost. Almost like I'm aiming to double kiss it. Let's not aim to double kiss it. Let's aim to make it. No. No, not at all. What in the world am I doing wrong here? Oh. That makes sense. Yeah, don't do that. Uh-oh. Yeah, perfect bank shot there. Everybody saw that, right? Nice bank. Nothing but net. It's perfect. Hey, you know, 2 in a row. What the hell? Wow, it's like I'm aiming at it. Like, yeah, I can double kiss that. Why not? Nope. That's it. Really like sitting on that rail. What in the world? Wow. Yeah, okay. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right at all. Nope. It's off by a mile. the stroke down a bit. And it goes all day. Yeah, speed kills. Speed will kill your game. Just absolutely will kill your game. Anyway, a little bit slower, not so hard. A little bit less speed. Needs to go a little bit better. Wow, not bad diamond. It's alright. Got this. Wow, really? Alright, fine. Be that way. Nice easy bank. Get that confidence builder out there. And do something stupid crazy. Can work. There she is. There she goes. bit. Right, just a touch. Oh, it's dying off that rail, which isn't grabbing. Two rows. As planned. That's right. As planned. I'm curious. Okay, so it's pretty close. It's a bit short today. A bit short today. bathroom break, smoking a dope, and get your mind back in the game. Things of this nature. 2 hours, still feeling pretty good. It's not normal for me. Normally about 2 hours. Of course, I normally do a little bit more intense than this. This is just kind of pretty lax today. This is not nearly as intense as I normally do. Normally it's a bit more intense, a little bit stricter rules, a little bit more shoot until you miss. In other words, don't miss. A little bit more demanding than today. Today has been kind of chill, which is good. You need the chill to go along with it too, you know? That doesn't go. Hey, you come up to a table and you look at this and you're like, yeah, that doesn't go. But if I can get it with enough speed to where I can hit the 2 ball off the rail, kick back into the 9, cross corner, cue ball gets off the rail just in time. Yeah, that's a speed shot for you. Let's do that. Hey, I could have just made the 2 apparently. It didn't look like it went past the 9. Now it does, but before it did not look like it did. Nice natural English, a little bit of top, just push up to the 4. Yeah, push right into that corner, don't we? Let's not do that. It was supposed to come up here, there we go. Yeah, that's where it was supposed to be. A little bit off the rail, just enough for the 5. A little bit of top, come up that rail. The 9. Didn't make it any easier on the 6, did it? No, sir. Not at all. That is a long cut on a dark rail. Let's see if we can sneak it in the side. Nope. Oh, notice as soon as I let go of that one, that was off by an inch. Seven, 8, and they're on side of it for the 9, which means I gotta hit it with some speed, and I don't like that because we're trying to play finesse today. We'll pull 3 rails and come back around. At least 2 rails. 2 rails is good enough to come back for it. Yeah, a little bit of slow down, a little bit of slow. A little bit of gentle, a little bit of finesse. Not my strong suit. Alright, one more. I'm definitely going to have to take a bathroom break. Get something to drink. I haven't drank anything yet today. Can't wait for that. You know, you hit affiliate and then all of a sudden you get alerts and redeems and all that good stuff. And I mean, you got alerts already, but you get redeems, and that's always fun because then, you know, Jack can sit there and drown you. And that's fun. It's, you know, you get to doing stuff, and before you know it, it's been 2 hours. Oh, look, it's been 2 hours. not on the break today, though. That's not happening. It's alright. Wash some of this chalk off my hands. This table's already coated in chalk. Oh, boss is going to be pissed when he gets back home. Hey, boss, I got your new felt. It's under 3 inches of chalk. You're welcome. Eef. That ain't right. No English came off of that rail. Oh look, one of those bank shots. I like those. Yeah, take it off the 9 and everything in between. And it still doesn't go. Stop, stop, stop. Thank you. Of course, now I can't get back down on the floor without. Good grief. Alright, let's go. Hit the 3 ball and then pull 3 more rails. That was a scratch. It makes it easier. That way we got ball in hand and we pick and choose where we want to put the cue ball. Here looks like a great spot to put the cue ball. Show what I was talking about earlier with the follow shot. It's a little bit above center. Walk right into it. Boom. There you go. Perfect. You know? It's a good follow shot right there. It's a very, very powerful shot to have in your arsenal. I'm going to hit this and we're going to kick that 8 into the 5. No, we're going to miss it entirely. How about that? And the shot. We missed the shot and the break out on the 5. So there we go. And then the 5 will go up top. Now here's a prime example of the way that these two are lined up. The 5 automatically goes in that pocket. See? Automatic. If I was to hit it from the other side, glancing off of the 6, the 5 would have went in the pocket. But from that angle, you gotta cut it. Nope. Aggravating, aggravating. Drop back a little bit, give you a little bit better angle on the 7, a little bit of top. See how it grabbed and pushed forward into the rail. It might have been a little bit much, but that's alright. It gives us the opportunity to practice a side cross rail bank, which rattles. That was off by 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Alright, now, the last time I put English on it and then it hit the ball and hit the rail and it just died on the rail. So this time we're going to hit the rail first and bring it back here after that rail, this rail. Hey look, I brought it back here. Completely missed the shot, but that's alright. Do it again. Wow. Really? Okay. You gotta hit the right spot on the rail. A little bit of English. Are you kidding me right now? 5th time is the charm. Just a miss anyway, so that's fun. Like I was saying, you know, grab a couple rails, come back down for the 9. So, well, I think I'm going to call it. Good 2-hour session there of doing what I was doing. Thanks everybody for the follows, the lurks, appreciate it. I'm going to try to stream again tomorrow. I'm pretty booked. Work is going to be a long day, and then no sooner than I get done with work, I'm going to be at league. So that'll probably keep me out basically all night. So I'm going to try to get back on a Thursday. You guys want to stick around or come hang out and drop a lurk or chit chat or just chill to the music and watch me make a fool of myself, feel free. So yeah, other than that, we're going to raid out. We're going to see Pottery Dojo. He's nice and chill. He makes bonsai plants, pots, I guess they're called pots. I don't know if they're called pots or not, but they're very funky and they're very fun, and it's very chill. So y'all have fun with that, and then I'm gonna continue on with getting cleaned up, hitting the bathroom, find something to eat, find something to drink, and all that good jazz. So we will catch all y'all soon. Have fun. Enjoy your day.